Hey guys, Mark here with Walter's World, and we're in Bratislava, Slovakia on the town square, and today's topic is the top 10 cities, well I'll give you 11 because I'm going to be nice today, top 10 cities to see in Eastern Europe. And when I talk about Eastern Europe, I'm talking about, you know, basically the former Warsaw Pact, okay? So let me get my little thing set up here, so you don't have to look at my ugly face the whole time. You can maybe see some historical kind of stuff. Now Bratislava's a little windy, guys, so I apologize. Just so you're prepared for the wind. Okay, now the top 10 cities in Eastern Europe you want to come check out. Now, first off, this is number one you should see, this is number two. I'm just giving you 10 cities that you should go see when you're going to Eastern Europe. And when I'm talking about Eastern Europe, I'm talking about the Warsaw Pact kind of stuff. So some countries like, we're not Eastern Europe anymore, we're Central Europe, but basically when you buy your guidebooks, they'll say Eastern Europe and these countries will be there. You know, Poland, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Lithuania, you know, things like that, okay? So here are my top 10, and when I went through there are some really nice places, but you just can't get to them. So these are the top 10 cities that you can actually get to relatively easily with public transportation, okay, and that are really cool to see, okay? First one I want to talk about is Budapest, okay? Budapest has amazing architecture there. It's, you know, like almost 2 million people, but the city is great with the architecture that's out there. On Dracula Street, you walk down and see the buildings. There's the Castle Hill, great city museum there. There's St. Matthias's Church up there. It's like 1,000 years old with great views of the Parliament there, which looks like it's from a Batman movie. I mean, it's pretty cool. And of course, my favorite thing to see there is when you go to St. Stephen's Basilica, they have St. Stephen's hand there in it. So it is really cool. So that's the first place to check out. Second place, Prague. Prague is kind of the city in Eastern Europe that people want to go check out, okay? Because it's got great clubs, it's got great bars, it's got great atmosphere. It's a beautiful city. The old town square, you go there and you feel like you're in some kind of movie with the churches and the town hall, and the astrological clock that's there. It's beautiful, okay? And of course you have Charles Bridge, where you walk over to go to the Castle District and you get to go and rub the falling saint for good luck and these kind of things. But Prague is amazing. Go up to the hill, go to St. Vitus's Cathedral. You're going to love it. The third place to check out as the bus goes, see, because I'm here in the morning, so I can film, and that's the only time that cars can go through the pedestrian zone to drop stuff off, okay? So the third place to check out is Cracow, Poland, okay? Cracow is a beautiful city. For me, it's the prettiest city in Poland. And you go there, and there's the Wawel Hill, where there's the castle and the cathedral, where, you know, and that's where the kings of Poland were for a long time. John Paul II, that's where he was at. You go there on the market square. They have the market square. In the middle of the market square, there's the market hall, which is beautiful to go through. There's little shops in there to check out. And also, for me, I think it's kind of one of the coolest churches. You go in right there on the thing. There's a church you can go in. It's blue inside, but the spires outside are 2 different shapes, which kind of adds a little something cool to it. But one of the most important things you should see when you go to Cracow is that's where Auschwitz was. Auschwitz and Birkenau, the 2 concentration camps. And you go there and you see the immensity of the atrocities that the Nazis did during the Second World War. And it really is something that you should go see when you're there, because it'll make you sick, but you'll understand. Okay, so definitely check that out. Fourth thing, now we're going back to the Czech Republic. This is probably your cutest little town you're going to check out, and we're seeing that you can actually get to relatively easily, is Český Krumlov, which is basically Prague in miniature. They have the Castle Hill, they have the cute little towns. It's overrun by tourists in the summer, but if you go there in September through March, April, you're fine. No one's there. But it is a UNESCO World Heritage Place, and it is just a beautiful little town, so check that out when you're going there. Next, we're going back to Poland. We're going back up to the very north of Poland, and Gdansk, or Danzig in German. Okay, Gdansk, the city was destroyed. I mean, the Second World War basically started there. You know, and the city got leveled. However, they meticulously rebuilt it, and if you go down to the historic center part, you see some amazing churches. The Royal Way that there is amazing. The Neptune Fountain. The people are great. I love Polish people. They're great. Okay, but my personal thing is you go to St. Mary's Church, you can walk up to the top and take a look, but the thing is you kind of walk along a small, thin path, and you can look down and, you know, 50 meters below is the sanctuary. So you're like, I'm going to die. But it is a really cool thing, so definitely check that out, okay? Next, we're going to go farther north. We're going up to Tallinn in Estonia. Now, you may not know, but there's those 3 little countries up there. They're Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Okay, we're going to give a city from each of those. Tallinn. Awesome town. Did you know it actually had the tallest building in the world for 200 years? Yes, that's how cool their old town is. It had the tallest building in the world for 200 years. But the old town is amazing. There's great clubs there. There's nice museums. People are very friendly. You have a lot of Finns that come there. They get a little too drunk, but it is still a really cool place to check out. And I mean, for me in the Baltics, that's probably the coolest city to go to. Sorry to my Lithuanian friends. Okay, so Tallinn's really nice. Next, if you want to have a party time, I mean, Tallinn has good parties, but Riga is kind of the party casino center of the Baltics, go to Riga because they have a beautiful center that's been restored, and there's all kinds of nice buildings and churches to see there. But there's a lot of partying to go do. There's a lot of casinos there. But the best thing I like to go when I see there is, one, eat. The other thing is to go to their occupation museum, which shows you the Nazi occupation. You get an idea of, in the Soviet occupation, you get an idea of what people went through when they would get sent to the gulags, and when families would just disappear. You know, one day the neighbors aren't there anymore. You know, these kind of things. It really gives a human face to the atrocities. Because, like they say, you know, kill one person is a tragedy. Kill a million people, it's just a number. I mean, the occupation museum, and there's one here as well. There's one in Budapest, the Terror Museum, really puts a human face on the atrocities, okay? Next, we're going to Lithuania, the third one down, and Vilnius, the capital. Vilnius is great because literally it's like a church, it's like a Rococo church on every corner. It's beautiful with all the churches everywhere, and they've rebuilt their castle. I mean, it's really just rebuilt it. It's just finishing. Okay, they have the tower on top of the hill too. That's been there for a little bit longer. It's not that rebuilt. Okay, it's the original one, but it's a beautiful old town. You know, and because Lithuania, I mean, they lost a lot of stuff, but Vilnius is beautiful with all the churches. Some nice museums about Lithuanian culture and stuff like that. And what's nice is you can take a bus for 20 minutes and go, it's only like 10, 15 kilometers out of town, and go to Turkai, which has these beautiful lakes, so you can go and canoe and hike and fish and do all kinds of stuff right on the lakes there. But also that's kind of their Versailles, they'll say. I mean, it's not as nice as Versailles, but they have a nice castle there. You can go in and get more idea of Lithuanian history and culture, so check that out in Vilnius, okay? Number 9 is Bratislava in Romania. Romania has a lot of cute small towns. Don't go to Bucharest. It's disgusting, okay? Just don't go there. But Bratislava in Transylvania, basically any place in Transylvania, you're going to be fine. But I like Bratislava the best because it has this great town square with a nice church in the middle, and there's mountains all around you, and you can take a funicular up to get a view of the city. All kinds of great stuff. Good food there. For Romania, it's very good food when you go there. Also, you can take just a little bus, the train or whatever, and go to Bran Castle, which is just a little bit farther out of town. Well, it's far, but you know, go to Bran Castle, which is Vlad Tepes' castle, you know, Dracula's castle. Though they're not sure if he actually was there, but they do a good job of promoting it like that without making it look like a Twilight video, okay? So, definitely check that out. So, Bratislava, Romania. Now, number 10. Hey, right here in Bratislava, Slovakia. Guys, this is a beautiful, I mean, literally, it's like I'm looking at Rococo and Baroque and every kind of design, because the city basically was taken over by Austrians and Hungarians forever, and so whenever there's problems in Austria or Hungary, well, they came here and they built palaces. So like every embassy that's here, it's a former palace. So there's beautiful buildings all over. They've got plenty of castles. Devon Castle outside of town, or Bratislava Castle here in town. You have the Ufo Bridge, which is a bridge with like a UFO on top of it, and you can see the stark contrast between the historical center and the communist part, and it is really, really cool. And number 11, I'm going to give you something extra because, hey, most of the time people don't consider Russia part of Europe, but it is. But the only one you're really going to be able to get to easily is St. Petersburg, and it is definitely worth going to see. Guys, St. Petersburg, but it's huge. Like, you look on the map, oh, it's not that far. Thing is, guys, the map, instead of like a usual map, oh, this far is like, oh, that's like 3 blocks. No, that's like 3 kilometers on the map. I mean, St. Petersburg is huge, but there's so much to see there. The architecture, it's all one style because it was built at the same time. At the Winter Palace, the Hermitage Museum, which are, I mean, seriously, one of the best museums in the world. You have to go see this. And just, I mean, it was the 200th or 250th anniversary of the city, or whatever, 200th anniversary of the city, you know, a few years ago, and they've redone the city. It is a beautiful city to go check out, so definitely worth seeing it. There's a nice castle right outside, a palace outside to check out, all kinds of good stuff. So, your top 10 or top 11 places to see in Eastern Europe that you can get to relatively easily, okay? First, Budapest, Hungary. Number 2, Prague, Czech Republic. Number 3, Cracow, Poland. Number 4, Český Krumlov in the Czech Republic. 5, Gdansk, Poland. Number 6, Tallinn, Estonia. Number 7, Riga, Latvia. Number 8, Vilnius, Lithuania. Number 9, Bratislava, Romania. Number 10, Bratislava, Slovakia, where we're at right now. And number 11 for extra, St. Petersburg, Russia. So guys, have a great time in Eastern Europe. We have more stuff on loves and hates and other things on some of these countries and cities and all kinds of stuff. Check it out at www.waltersworld.com. It's Walters with an O. So I'm going to go check out some more stuff here in Bratislava and have a good time. You guys have a nice, safe trip. Bye.